Okay, for homework 917 for Math 1 readiness, I'd like you to copy all this work best you can and then write down the 3 words to show me that you listened. So here you go. For this, getting you ready for that test coming up October 1st, you need to use the pattern to fill in the rest of the table, being accurate, taking that 80 plus 20 to get 100, plus 20, 120, plus 20, 140, plus 20, 160, plus 20, 180. For the next one, again, follow that pattern. Add accurately. Looks like this one is going up by 45. Use your calculator that I'm giving you. Use that to add it up accurately. So that 180 plus 45, 225. That plus 45, 270. That plus 45, 315. That plus 45, 360. That plus 45 is 405. I could use any of those pairs to find these people's unit rate. First word is money, money. So to find their unit rate, or how many dollars they make per hour, I take any of these pairs in the table. Doesn't matter which one I use. And for Lauren, the pair I use, make sure you put that dollar number on top over the 2 hours on the bottom. We will never write the unit hours per dollar, always dollars per hour. If I divide the top number by the bottom number, and the calculator in that order, I'll get the unit rate of $10 for every 1 hour that this lady works. That's their unit rate. I could use that to find out how much they made after 2 hours. 2 times 10, 20. I could find out times 3, 3 times 10, $30 per hour, times 4, 40. To find Julie's unit rate, again, take the money unit on top, always money on top. We always do dollars per hour, dollars per pound, dollar per inch, dollar per bike, dollar per day. And I put the 3 hours on the bottom. If I divide that out, this will give me this person's unit rate. $15 for every 1 hour that this person works. That's their unit rate. And you need to compare. Lauren making $10 per hour, Julie making $15 per hour. Julie has the better deal. That is better. She's making more money per hour. When I do unit rates for money, you're looking for the lowest rate. So if I look at A right here, I take the amount of pounds. This is 20 pounds right there, divided by this $8. And again, always unit rates, make sure money's on top. So for store A, I put that $8 on top. It's always dollars per hour, dollars per pound, never dollars on the bottom. Divided by 20 pounds. And again, if I divide the top number by the bottom one in that order, type the 8 on your calculator first, then division, then type in 20. Get it in that order correctly with money always on top. That gives me 8 divided by 20 is 0.4. That's 40 cents technically, or 0.4 of a dollar for every pound. That's how much you're making, or how much you're buying sand at store A. If I do store B, take that money, which is $10, always money on top, divided by 30 pounds on the bottom, gives me this one's unit rate. 10 divided by 30 is 0.3 repeating. And that is dollars for every pound. All right, for this, you need to see the person wants to go to the store that has the lowest money per pound. Since you're buying the same type of sand Why spend more? Why spend this, which is 40 cents or $0.4 per pound, which is more than this one right here? So in terms of buying stuff, you want the lowest rate. This is the better deal right here, because for the same amount of sand, it only costs 33 cents or 0.33 of a dollar, where store A, same exact sand costs a little bit more. So you need to know, in terms of rate, making money, you're looking for the highest rate. That is good. But in the real world, when you're buying stuff, you want to go for the lowest price that you can. Second word is real. Real. Because this is real world kind of math. And then what we're going to do next week is have you start to use these unit rates. Let me try to show you that. I want you to copy this last little bit of work down. Which means if I take someone's unit rate and times it, it gets me how much money they made. So, for example, if I have Lauren here and I know her unit rate is $10 for every 1 hour that she works, if I times that by a number of hours, it will cancel away the hour units and just leave money. So if I multiply maybe by, how about 7 hours? That's not on the table. What I do is technically, that goes over 1. I'm timesing straight across. These units cancel because they're the same top and bottom. And all I have to do is multiply that 10 and 7 over that 1. Gives me 70. And of course, that dollar symbol stays. But nothing more on the bottom there. There's no unit on the bottom. Or most people will just write that $70. So if you take the unit rate, how much she's making per hour, and times it by hours, the hours will cancel and leave you just money. If I take a unit rate for these pounds here, like say I go to store A just for some reason because I want to spend more money. If I take that 40 cents or 0.4 of a dollar for every 1 pound, if I times by a certain amount of pounds, the pound units will cancel and just leave me money. So say I want to buy 50 pounds because I want to spend a lot of money for some reason. That will have these units cancel and leave you only the dollar unit on top. And then all you got to do to get that answer is times those two numbers right there. So 0.4 on my calculator times 50 gives me how much I would spend if I bought 50 pounds, 20 bucks worth. Because after all that smoke clears, there's only the dollar symbol left. The pounds units went away. On the bottom, you wouldn't really write over 1 because 1 times 1 is 1, and no one writes a whole number over 1. All right, the third word is focus. Focus. Good luck. See you next week.